Hi, everyone. I would say good morning, YouTube. Let's make it a little fun today. Today was one of those action-packed adventure days where I was kind of curious. I did the deep dive, as I like to call it. Poet, nice to see you. Sandy, let's just do this. So, Poet, hey. Sandy, I miss you. Well, I miss our talks. How about that? Lauren, Miss Sunrise Dawn, thank you so very much for coming. Marilyn, my adoptive mom, always love it. Hey, pup groomer. Oh, I forgot to turn off my volume, everybody. So many people would be like, that is a party foul, because I hear myself talking. Not so sexy. Anyway, so I was doing this deep dive because the power that lies to paralyze. Aurora, nice to see you. Kimberly, nice to see you. As most of you all know, Carrie has helped me with the idea of the cult mentality. Susie Q, nice to see you. She helped me wake up. Okay, let's be real. She helped me wake up. She gave me the tools to wake up, whether it be the Leah Remini show or whether it just be having my back. Kimberly, nice to see you. Lou, thank you so very much. I could totally use you in the chat today, Lou, I promise. So stay here. It's going to get interesting. Maya, are you in the house? Is Maya in the house? Did I miss Maya? There she is. Our wonderful artist, as it disappeared again. Where did it go? Our wonderful artist, the one that gave me the beautiful creation. I'm going to be probably getting a haircut today. I'm going to reach out to a couple friends and probably get my hair fixed, because right now it's got this little fluff ball that I can't seem to do much with. And yeah, it's not so sexy, everybody. Not sexy. Not purty. So anyway, we were doing this deep dive, and the first show that we watched after realizing that, I grew up in a cult, was NXIVM. Now, NXIVM, obviously, we're going to do a little bit of comparison, everybody, just so it makes a little bit more sense, because I know most of you have probably looked into most of the cults out there. So NXIVM, what got him is the trafficking and then the branding, like the fact that Allison Mack, who was a decent actress, she branded her initials into women with the founder of NXIVM. Like, if that does not tell you that you're warped and twisted, you just burned your name into someone permanently. We did not have brands in Scientology. They actually frowned upon tattoos. No Talk Tony, welcome. But I remember I got one, and I did get put in lower conditions because I got one. I was told I was never going to play softball again, for those of you that didn't get to hear the story. So I got a flaming baseball because I was called Fireball, not the drink. Lou, same. The first one I watched because it was clearly a cult, NXIVM or something. Yes, it is. I don't think there's an E, but yes, NXIVM got me because they use a lot of Scientology lingo and they use a lot of Scientology verbiage. So that way it's almost like you're teaching Scientology, but you're really not. Like, oh, we need to do assists. Okay, we need to sit down. We're going to use this as an empowerment tool to make you better, to make you work harder in the workforce. Forgive me, but that title immediately made me think of Salt and Pepper. Let's talk about cults, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things. Na, 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 na. Yes, there's NXIVM. Susie Q, thank you so very much. I love that. Anything that makes you smile, that's a good day. That is a good day if you can smile just once in a day. You can't have a bad day. Okay, Anita Cat Mom. Hi from Germany. Ooh, let me brush up my my German. Guten Morgen. Actually, is it morning over there? No, I don't think it's morning over there. Hello, Fräulein. So anyway, so on the NXIVM side, it made me think about that. Well, then my lovely wife got me interested in watching another one. Now, let's see if you guys know this one. Twin Flames. Twin Flames, everybody. Twin Flames. That's what I can tell you. 6:30 p.m. So, you know, that's time when you go in the house, but I'm already in the house. You know, but I, for anyone that was hooked in Twin Flames, I am truly sorry. I'm not trying to be disparaging in any which way. But the similarities are very tracking, except the differences are huge. So with Twin Flames, you are, from my understanding, so let's say it's someone like me. I'm more masculine up front. I'm obviously gay. Huge gay billboard. Lou, you really need to look into Twin Flames. Lou, I promise you, it's gonna. Or just listen here, and I'll tell you what I've learned from it. So with Twin Flames, it's basically, so if there's two people, one happens to be more masculine and one happens to be more feminine. Let's put my wife and I in that category. Neither one of us are joining Twin Flames, everybody. 5:30 for the UK. Now that is a good time. That is a decent time. I wanted to come on here early to catch as many people as I possibly could, because people were saying that, they weren't able to catch lives. Tommy C. Oh, you watched it. It is boom. Ash and I are doing a live stream on Twin Flames tomorrow. Nice. I'll be looking forward to that one. I try to catch all of yours, Mom. I'm telling you, I catch everybody's, 1, out of respect, 2, to learn something, 3, because you know what? Knowledge is power, everybody. Knowledge will always be power. So in the Twin Flames, you turn around and they will tell you, you are the masculine, you are the feminine. Now, let's say they make me the feminine. I suddenly have to start dressing and acting more feminine. Now, that doesn't mean that I am. It just means that I have to grow my hair out. I have to start wearing makeup. I have to present the way that they have deemed me to be. The idea that they can tell someone their sexuality is disgusting. Because if someone then says, you know what, you look a little bit more masculine, you're a boy. Go get the knockers. They're gone. That's right, Aurora. It's F that, because I was sitting there watching that and the parents were on there and they were like, I don't care if my child wants to be he, her, him, they, it, I don't care. I just want my child. But the idea that they make the children separate, huge thing like Scientology, they want that disconnection, because with that disconnection, it allows them to do whatever it is that they think, or, it's hard to, with disconnection here, and this is my best thought when it comes to it. With disconnection, it basically holds a place so that way you as a human being have no one to talk to except them. Why would you want to talk to someone on the outside who could potentially tell you what you're thinking or what is being told to you is a big bag of bullharky, Sorry, I still have that raunchy cough. Yeah. Yeah. So I can do flannels. I'm not a huge fan of makeup. It's my skin's pretty, I have a few things. I have quite a few scars. I'm good. I like how I am. But the idea that I have to be someone else is a very similar thing. Now, they have male and female roles. Okay. There's no definition of gay, straight, bi, purple, pink, orange, green. There's no definition. They have male and female roles. And the idea that they're narrowing it down to this small field, and then you can't talk to any of your friends, you can't talk to any of your family. Heaven forbid that you actually go out in public and you tell someone that you were demanded to be masculine because you're the masculine role. No, they don't do that. That's at least one thing Scientology doesn't do. You do have to ask for permission to date another person. But like for me, if I wanted to date another person, I had to write to the director and say, Bridget, nice to see you. Always glad that you joined me today. Always glad that you pop in. Each and every one of you, I'm so glad that you pop in. But let's say that I fancy someone. Now I'm going to use older terms because let's be real, everybody, I'm kind of older. So let's say that you fancy them, and while you fancy them, before you can date, so before you can even hold hands, you have to write in permission to ask and see if you can date. Because you could be going to another org. They could be going to another org. Now, here's the thing. 2 women cannot date. Big no. Big no. 2 men. No. That's a big no. That's right up along the idea of self gratification. It's a big no. So if you do it, you better do it and not get caught. Because if you're caught, that to me, or that to people that grew up like me, is a big no. Even though I know a few people that did that. Because let's be realistic, people. 6 to 9 women in a room. I know some people that did it. I'm not going to spit any names, but I heard you. Don't traumatize me for the rest of my life. You traumatized me. And then after you've been dating for, let's say, and it's not even a long courtship, everybody. This isn't like in the real world where you're courting someone for like a year and then you ask for permission from their father. No, their father means absolutely nothing. Their mother means absolutely nothing. The person you have to get permission from is the captain. And so, or the director, as you guys want to call it, but you have to get their permission to be able to get married. Now, this won't even matter if you're 14, 15, 16, 12. None of that matters, as Lou can tell you in the chat. No, that part doesn't matter. How old you are does not matter. How old your partner is does not matter. Okay, hold on. Pup groomer. Okay, if I've seen any of my grooming videos that fall right in the middle, femme, masculine, but ain't no one telling me what I am. Do not tell anyone else to do it to me. Yeah, exactly. The idea that someone would tell you, Gamer Jacques, welcome. My lovely wife is in the background. I promise. The lovely wife is in the background. I'm sure she'll throw something in there pretty soon, but she is in the background. But the idea that someone would tell you is really like, but then at the same time, Scientology tells you who you can and can't marry. I had plenty of friends that were, 14, 15, marrying 30-year-olds, for me, that was always like, disgusting. Like, what do you do? But then it was always told to us, this wasn't for sexual pleasure. Okay. Oh, Laura FM in the house. Everybody, let's say hi to Miss Laura FM. Good morning. Go Liz speaking. I'll preach. I'm going to preach. I'm going to exorcise the demons. But it basically means that you ask for permission. And then once you get permission, then you can get married. You can even invite your family to the wedding, but it doesn't matter that much. Their participation is not required, everybody. The only 2 people that participate are you and that other person. I promise. It's unique. Lou, Marilyn, we dated in stairwells for 15 minutes before getting married in the Sea Org. Then we had the CSW, ask for permission. Age doesn't matter. That's right. It does not matter. It does not matter 1 iota. Let's see this. Lauren Quigley, I'd be interested to see if your laws are based on British 1753 Marriage Act in order to abolish clandestine marriages. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to look that up, to be completely honest. It would be unique. But as I found out, like, all of the words that meant something to us came from another location. And like Delphi, I was watching the History Channel when I found out about Delphi. Like, Delphi is an actual place of worship. Like, for another religion. It's an actual place of worship, but they've named their school after that. That just got me. Like, how many things did you steal from to create this? Like, everything? Okay. Looks like I'm missing some. So let's see. Let me unstart that one. Okay. Yes, Sandy. Lara is definitely a baby doll. She is definitely one of the good ones. Okay, I'm trying to catch everybody. I promise. And I love how. Oh, here it is. Gamer Jacques, the Oracle of Delphi in Greek mythology. Yes, I was dying. Like, you stole this from Greek mythology? Wow. Delphi. That's right. It is the name of the school. It is one of the Hubbard teaching schools, where they have one in Los Angeles, one in Oregon. I am having a great day. Today is fantastic, everybody. And you know what? We're going to steal a line from her. Every day is a great day not to be in a cult. Okay. Jessica, do ex-Scientologists drop the homophobic misconceptions easy? No. Because for me, I thought there was something wrong with me. Like, I knew I was gay. Because my swim coach, I remembered, the first girl, in HCO that I got a crush on, Jamie and Aaron. Yeah, they were my token gay crushes. Like, they were gorgeous. But it basically turned into, I was a little embarrassed. I was embarrassed to tell my family. I was embarrassed to tell my friends. And then finally it became something I needed to do. And then once being out, guess what? I lost my dad. He died. But really, everybody, he didn't die. Didn't die. Nope, he's still there. We're going to get to see him eventually. Mischief, Liz, you sneaked in on this one. Nearly missed it. Sorry I'm late. You're never late. I promise. I know people always tell me, oh, I just snuck in. I just got here. I promise you're never late. Promise. Just showing up is what it means. Yep. Rice and beans are not a meal. That's right, everybody. Because again, I got an email the other day, and I'm going to tell you, we're going to go off on a tangent. So this email was basically like, I love rice and beans. They're delicious. I have them with so many of my meals. I guarantee you that rice that you are eating has flavor. Those beans that you're eating, yeah, they got flavor too. I promise you it's not straight out of a can and just heated up. It promised you it's not poured some water in on it, and half the time it was not fully cooked rice, but there were flavors, like Spanish rice, just telling you there's flavors of rice, garlic and herb. Yeah, we didn't have that. We did not have that. But anyway, so in this comparison of the two cults, you realize that, oh my God, there's actually 10,000 cults in the greater United States. That to me was just, the number is like, I don't even have 10,000 people that follow me. I don't have 10,000 people that listen to me. You're telling me there's 10,000 cults like Scientology? Yes, rice and beans are sides, but unfortunately they did make them into a meal. Most of us have had that meal many of times. Like, I can't do scrambled eggs very well, because a lot of times it came from like a milk jug, and that's because you're feeding a lot of people. But for me, it had a nice little green tint to it, and I know a lot of people covered their eggs in ketchup. I was never part of that crew, and for everyone that loves the ketchup, I do love ketchup on everything, just not my eggs. Not my eggs. But then I'm also a little weird compared to Carrie. Carrie, I love pancakes and maple syrup and bacon dipped in maple syrup. I am all about it. It tastes so good. And Carrie will look at me like I broke the world. Like, I can't believe you're dipping bacon in maple syrup. Yeah, broke the bacon. I broke the bacon, as she likes to say. I broke the bacon. You're going to see her. If you see me pop up and you don't see my hands wiggling, that's her. Just letting you all know. That would be my love. We haven't quite figured out how to, let her be able to do everything on here. Yuck, ketchup. That's right. Okay. Wow, your stepmom put syrup on eggs. Well, again, I love syrup. Oh, her phone's dead, everybody. Her phone's dead. That's right. Because she loves to tiki-taki. And when she tiki-takis, she gets lost in tiki-taki land. But yeah, it was, so for me, yeah, I'm also a broken British person. Like, I do not dip my French fries in mayonnaise. I dip them in ketchup. I also dip them in ranch, because sometimes that tastes delicious. I do not like. Okay, hold on. Okay, second cult you watched to get out of Scientology's Tin Flames. Then what? Leah's show next? No, I actually watched Leah's show first. Leah was the very first one. And after Leah's show, I watched NXIVM. After NXIVM, then I watched Twin Flames, which, again, if someone tells me that my wife is not my twin flame, you can kick rocks. Like, them dar is fighting words, but they do that all the time. You could be in a relationship with someone and they deem that someone else is your twin flame. And then they're going to tell you which one of you is masculine and which one of you is feminine. It's so gross. Like, maybe it's because I grew up in a cult and my comparison of cult is so different. But the idea that there's people out there that, the best way I can explain it is there's people out there that, try to do their best. And sometimes they get hooked in small scenarios. I got hooked, but I was born into it. So this to me is like, the idea that there's other cults out there is just so mind blowing that it's like, I want to investigate it all. I need to investigate the comparisons. We all know what makes you a cult, I mean, at least now I know. If you'd asked me when I was younger what I believed was a cult, I wasn't going to tell you, us. I would have probably been like, the people that are really bad, really, really bad and keep you away from your family. Oh, wait, that's us. The people that tell you what to do. Oh, wait, that's us. Okay, we're going to try to find something else out. The people want to separate you from everybody. Yeah, that's us. The people that tell you have to pay to learn something. Oh, wait, that's us. So all of these things, Jamie Palmer, you know the trick, never late, always on time, I promise. But they have so many similarities. I'm going to grab some of these starred comments because I don't want to fall too behind on everybody. Yeah, I say bacon. Bacon. Only one thing tastes like bacon, and that's bacon. Okay. Marilyn, I compare cults to see the similarities and their tactics. It really helps me to deprogram. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if I know what other cults are doing, then it can help me correlate to the one that I grew up in. And with that, it helps me take away what power they had on me. And the more power that they take away, the less that, just the less. Okay. Tammy C, I'm a tomboy, was made to wear dresses when I was younger. So was I. I was absolutely made to wear dresses, made to wear, my mom got a pair of my Mary Janes put in bronze because they were just the cutest shoes ever, but they were just the cutest Mary Janes. Yeah. My mom was that mom. Okay, Marilyn. I had to ask permission to get married. There really wasn't any dating to speak of. See, and I don't understand that. I loved going on dates with Carrie. I loved it. We went to the lake, and a lot of times we would just go and have a good time. We would go out to eat, and then we'd sit and watch the sunset. Like that, those were like the best dates ever. And they cost like a meal. And they cost one meal, and then we sit there and we just watch the sunset. We swim, we have a great time. That was our courting, and it means more to me that we courted because, she knows the ins and outs of me and I know the ins and outs of her, and I know when not to cross. Okay, Maya, it's so bonkers that grown ass people have to ask permission to date. Yes. But if that's the only way that you know, because think about it, in the 1700s, just to walk someone home from school, from work, from church, wherever it was, you had to ask their family's permission. So it's really not that bonkers. It's just trying to take an outdated idea of dating and twist it into a current one. Pup groomer. Okay, if you've seen any of my grooming videos, I fall right in the middle of femme and mask. But no one ain't telling me what I am. I don't do it to anyone else. Don't do it to me. Absolutely. Don't tell me I'm feminine. Don't tell me I'm masculine. Don't try to put labels on me, because you know what? I'm just me. I'm not going to judge someone for being feminine. I'm not going to judge someone for being masculine. I just want to have an understanding, but this is who I am. I am me. And you know what? If any of you guys need someone in the blink of an eye and you reach out, you know what? I'm that person that picks up the phone, because that's just who I am. I want to be the better person. And yeah. Okay. Tammy C. I was like, I'm not having anyone tell me who I could date. See, and I definitely understand that, but that's just how we grew up. So because it's how we grew up, that's our stable information. You know, it was totally okay to think one day I'm going to be married to someone 30 years older than me, and they're going to love me, and they're going to, yeah, that doesn't sound romantic, you know, and it does not sound romantic. I promise you, it's not romantic. Friends would tell me stories and there was nothing sexy about it. Okay. Honestly, I don't care who someone else dates or marries or what gender their partner is. My only requirement for friendship is, do you have a good heart? Are you nice? Then all right. That's right. And you know what? I like that too. Are you nice? Are you kind? Are you sweet? Do you keep your word? Yeah. Absolutely. Lauren, I used to be able to just vow. Wait a minute. You used to be able to just vow before each other as long as you're both stuck to it, you were married. Yeah, there's also a friend of mine told me there's also like a broom method that you can like hop over a broom and then you're married in some cultures. I thought that was super cool, because then I was like, oh God, you know how many brooms I've jumped over in my lifetime? Does that mean I'm married to every person that was near me when I jumped over the broom? See, I take everything literal, everybody. Okay, Marilyn. Lou, yeah, I get it. Scientology is the worst. You know what? And we can't say who's worse or who's better. This isn't on a grading scale. We'll just call it a cult. Just call it a cult, because I promise there's some people that have probably been through some hell and back in other cults. And I don't want to think that Scientology is worse. I just want to think of it as it's just a cult. It's just a cult. Okay. LRH stole from everything. Yeah. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And it's so easy for us. Once you figure out that this was stolen, it's kind of like the stolen valor for me. The idea that I wore, stripes, and I sat there and I worked in this office that had, oh, so special. Once you get into this office, it's magical and nobody can talk to you. Nobody except if you're in a higher position or equal. I used to think that was cool. But then all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, there's so many good people in this building and I can't be friends with them. I can't talk to them. I can't even tell them to have a good day, because basically they're in a lower position than me. And because of that, I can't talk to them. It's like, oh no, Nora. And you know what? Oh no, Nora and I are really good friends. And I wish that we had had that friendship back then, because you know what? That would have helped me in some really bad times. Okay. Sophia, stealing from mythology is such classic and uncreative thieves. Yes. Yes. Jacques, no matter who you love, as long as you find and respect in yourself, in your relationship, as long as you don't hurt animals, kids, and other people, do what you do to be happy. Exactly. Don't touch kids. Don't touch animals. Okay, so we're going to make this weird turn. When I found out there really is people that do stuff, we'll just call it stuff, to animals, I really thought someone was joking and messing with me. And then I had to look it up, and it's actually a thing. And maybe it's because I grew up in a cult, everybody, but that's really gross. It's dirty. Just saying. Okay, I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm a never end. And there's nothing wrong with the never end. Some of the never ends are the nicest people I've ever met. And you know what? You guys give me hope every day. Some of my best friends are gay and I love them. And I can guarantee you if you love them, they love you. And that's what true building of a relationship is. It's equal, it's love, it's not this falsehood of love, because I used to believe that love was this fake hope, this hope for a fake future. But realistically, that's only because in Scientology, love is not real. At least not the love that I have now. The love that I have now takes your breath away. The love that I have now brings you back to even the simplest of little memories, and it makes you happier than you've ever been. But then at the same time, inside, you're married off to an older person, and you're basically their sex doll, but it's not a partnership. Now, some people got really lucky, like the Headleys got super lucky. Amy Scobie got super lucky. They found their soulmates. And that doesn't happen very often, but you know what? Sometimes it does. Sometimes you find your soulmate. Lauren, plus you can really read the Oracle of Delphi as a victim, and it works both ways. Yes. Yes. Okay. Tammy, my son is gay and still deserves all the love like everyone else. And he should get all the love that everyone gets. And if someone's not giving him love, you just give Auntie Liz a call. I'm really good at that. I do the negotiations, but Auntie Carrie would probably be the one to let someone know, and I'm going to be the yeah, that's me. Make sure he's loved, because you know what love when it's real. It's amazing. Pup groomer. Today is a great day. I'm sewing a service vest for my dog, uploading a video, listening to you and Marilyn. I know I was listening to Marilyn earlier. Later, I'm going to take the dogs down to my shop, get their grooming day, all before it snows later. I see, and I have a broken husky. Every time I hear snow, I'm like, oh, my husky would love it. Heck no, my husky would get right back into my truck and be like, no, it's too cold. I'm telling you, I got a broken one. Bridget, Liz, have you talked to Amanda Ray about the Kensington clan? There's a cult that she broke free. I have not. But if you want to send me some of her information, I will absolutely reach out, because I'm curious about some of this other stuff. And you know what? The more I learn, the more I can let go of. And that's the trick for me. The more you learn, the more you can let go of. So if you're learning about history, you can let go of these false ideas you have on history, because now you've known the real stuff. Okay, Jacques. I'm a ketchup person too, but not on eggs. I knew it was healthier to put that in mac and cheese. Oh, onion rings and ranch. Oh, so much I've gotten passable recipe and to make myself. I do love. So I don't know if you guys all have what is it called? Outback Steakhouse, but they have the bloomin' onions. I love that, and some regular ranch. I'm just saying, like, that's my jam. Like, if you want to know my favorite thing, it literally is now onions, when I hated them as a child. Bridget, we love simple dates. We sit down and color with adult coloring books. Nice. See, that's cute. Okay, Mischief. I was nearly a Jehovah's Witness. I had luckily escaped, and I still smoke. Nice. Because Jehovah's Witnesses, some of the ones that I've read and some of the things that I've read, no Christmas, no holidays, and that doesn't mean a lot because you guys have family, but it's the dictatorship that comes in with some things. But then I don't want to pass judgment, because what they believe, I remember when I believed. Okay, Lauren. It's still called dating someone, going out with each other, from being seen out together in the past and being a thing. Is there a difference between being a thing and dating someone? Well, I mean, I guess I go out with friends, and I'm not dating my friends. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I learned something new. Lou, how are you doing your lives? Do it based on feeling, or you schedule it for yourself? And then get ready to do one. Just try to, when you feel like talking. Need tips. Thank you. Well, here's the thing, Lou, and when it comes to lives for me, I vent whatever I'm feeling in the moment. So hopefully people will help me understand what's going on. And you know what? If you ever want to hop on with me, just send me a message. And you know what? I'll shoot you the link. We'll talk about anything and everything. I promise. Because you know what? We all had it rough. But I go off, what I think about. I've written lists of things that I want to talk about. But today I really wanted to talk about, the other cults, that there is other cults in the world. And let me get rid of that. But Lou, you can always reach out to me. I promise. Okay. Jacques, Liz, what's your email? Laugh out loud. Except have a bit more hair on the top. It was fuller, but high and tight. Yes, I love the high and tights. The black glasses are inner frames. That's right. I do. I have the nerd look. I like it a certain way, everybody. But, the hair going in like 50 different directions makes it very hard for me. I'm telling you. And my email address is savebobferris@gmail.com. So just save Bob Ferris. Because as you know, I forgot to put my watch on, everybody. Today is Saturday. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We have exactly 4 days to get back down there. We have exactly 4 days to get down there for his birthday. A lot more people have ordered the stuff I put on the wish list for him. And I want to say thank you so very, very much. It means the world to me. It absolutely does. If anybody can help, great. If you can't, just be here and listen. We're going to do everything we can so that way I can be there for his birthday. And if we can't, I'll let you guys know, because now I know he's alive and I know he's awake. Okay. Lou, sometimes I wonder if Scientology organizations, it's designed to create enemies, so as victims, thus use so much security on themselves to protect themselves from being victimized. I think Scientology is so scared of people actually knowing what's really going on that they make their own problems, if that makes sense. I think they just fake through life and, realize that they're hurting people. And some people don't care and some people do. But I think they give you a false hope for a fake future. Bridget, remember I told you about my maid of honor, Lucas. He came out to my mother first before his family. He said because my mom loved him and talked to him about tears flowing. You know what? That makes your mom an amazing person. I would love to meet your mom one day, because that's beautiful. Mine was not like a happy-go-lucky come out. Some people told me to F off. Some people told me I wasn't their family. Some people said that they were my family, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. So good for your mom. That is a hug your mom type of thing. Hug your mom. Hey, Jacques. No Outback in the UK, but there are other places that make onions in from Michigan. Usually it's the Midwesterns. So many yummies. So many yummies. But from the UK, I do love a good basket of fish and chips. I do, but I don't like the tartar sauce, everybody. And I'm definitely not an oil person. I only have part of my colon, so I like to keep it very, very oil free, because it does not do good things to my stomach. But it's just like tea and crumpets. I miss crumpets. Crumpets are delicious. Okay, Marilyn. When my kids were teens, they called dating talking. You know how many people I talk to? That would be gross. You know how many? I'm just saying, I talked right now. There's 45 people in the chat. Does that mean that we are dating? No, just means talking. We're just having a good conversation, everybody. But that's cute that kids thought that. But I didn't. It was only once it was official. Like when you get all nervous and you're like, Carrie, will you be my girlfriend? Yeah. I was really that person. I couldn't wait to ask her to be my girlfriend. Bridget, Marilyn, I'm still trying to find where you sell your crafts. Marilyn, that is for you to throw in your link in the chat. That is definitely a throw in the link in the chat type of comment. Bridget, let me know if you don't see the link or anything like that, email me at savebobferris@gmail.com and I'll put you guys in touch. I'll get you all the information. Marilyn, Liz, thank you for bringing awareness to cults as well. So many people can relate to the tactics and abuses of all. Coercive control can also happen to anyone, even in relationships. Yes. And here's the thing to remember, people. There's cults everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. From the top to the bottom. Amy Jones, nice to see you. I am very, let me just throw this up there. Amy Jones. Hope you're well this Saturday. I am great. I am doing fantastic. I'm talking to you guys. I hit up the early morning stuff so that way the people that were international can, bangers and mash. But no, tartar sauce. Yes, bangers and mash. The first time I had a meal that was supposed to be like something from the 1500, like from the first depression time. I don't know if it actually is, but my nanny used to tell me it was. It was, it was basically hamburger grease over rice or mashed potatoes. I don't know if they have a specific name, but the first time I had that, I was like, it's very gross. Like, this doesn't taste good. Shit on a shingle. Sorry about that. It's called shit on a shingle. But Amy Jones, culture and mindset. It's between the people or the group. Absolutely. It is honestly always going to be a mindset. And it could be with what you believe in and what they believe in coming together. Or it could be like, hey, they have something really smart to say about this. And that can make sense. Those two together are starting to make sense. But realistically, you have to take a step outside the box so that way you understand, hey, this is a cult. Hey, this isn't a cult. Because otherwise you're going to start seeing cult everywhere. And you know what? I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live, because I love CrossFit, everybody. I do. I'm shaped like a linebacker. And you know what? I love it. I love CrossFit. But my shoulders, my knees both tell me no. But a friend of mine used to always tell me, she's like, the way you talk about CrossFit, it's like you joined another cult. And it was kind of like, that hurts. Like, CrossFit is about getting into shape and not being morbidly obese. Like, I'm talking about that I did a personal record for me. I did a best for me. And we're, lifting weights and I'm getting skinnier and I'm getting more in shape. And they're like, well, the way you talk about it, it's like it's cult. And so then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you want to go to Target? They've got this, 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 and this. And then a friend of mine was like, another person was like, oh God, they run that place like a cult. No, they don't. Stop using the word. Because when you use the word, it hurts. Like, it really hurts. It's just a store. It's a store that has a variety of different things. It's just a store. CrossFit is just an exercise. It's not a cult. For those of us that grew up in a cult, when someone says, oh my God, that's like a cult, and you even follow it or you think about it, then all of a sudden it's like, oh gosh, am I following another one? Like, what do I do? But it does get to people. It does get to people. Not everything is a cult. So I do want people to know. Let's see. Bridget. Oh my God, that's funny, Liz. Being a military brat, I grew up eating shit on a shingle. I did not know. Did everybody grow up eating that? I had it once and it was not delicious. I don't know if it's supposed to taste delicious, but the first time I had it, it was definitely not. Okay. Oh, one with cats. I like SOS. Well, and some people do. Maybe it's the flavoring. Maybe people have different ways of making it, because for me, it wasn't very delicious. And maybe it's supposed to taste delicious. But then again, I don't like bologna. It scares me. It has a funky taste to it, but my mom loves it. Liverwurst. My mom loves it. I can't help but think of pate, and not a good pate. So it's, there's certain things that everybody likes and that everybody dislikes. I am I'm a bad Irish person. I am not a big fan of corned beef and hash. To each their own. Maybe I haven't had a really good recipe of it, but for me, that was a little rough as a kid. Biscuits and gravy. Yes, my love got me to try biscuits and gravy, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm just telling you, it was very good. Eggs Benedict is my jam. Everybody, it is my jam. My dad's favorite is literally the not biscuits and gravy, but the chicken fried steak. That is his absolute favorite. Chicken fried steak. Every time we went out to eat, it was literally, I want chicken fried steak. Chicken fried steak. Or pizza. And with a pizza, it had to be a combination pizza. See, and Liz, I hate liverwurst. My dad loves this stuff. My mom loves it, and the smell is atrocious. I can't even watch someone eat that stuff. Liverwurst equals cat food. That's right. It's just expensive cat food. But you know, one day I get this hope that my dad and I, the first thing that we do is I'm going to take him out for some chicken fried steak. After I take him out for some chicken fried steak, we're going to have a good talk, good meal. And then we're going to go for a little walk. Maybe we'll go get a fresh pizza and make sure it's a combination pizza. Maybe get him a shirt or two, make sure his glasses are still in tip-top shape. Okay. I wish I could give him a dinner card so he can eat that, Liz. Yes, that'd be nice. That'd be nice that he could have his favorite meal. That would be amazing, but realistically, we don't know. So we just have to hope when he's out that, I'm going to get to do all those things with him, and I'm going to finally have my dad. I'm finally going to, and then whatever information he knows that's keeping him in there, whether it's he's married, whether it's that he's, doesn't know what he's going to do with the rest of his life now that this is not a place that you want to live. What is that? Tammy, codfish gravy. I'm gonna give you. I'm so many bad things. Gordon Fisherman. That is the only cod that I drink. Everybody, That is the only cod that I eat. Because the rest of it scares me and it actually smells bad. One of his favorite places to eat, as much as you guys might laugh, there's so many other places to get a chicken fried steak, but he loves Denny's. He absolutely adores Denny's. Because when I went out down there on my 21st birthday, he really wanted to eat at Denny's, and he really wanted to get a chicken fried steak from Denny's. And I've never seen someone devour a chicken fried steak so fast. I offered to order him a second one, and he was like, sure. And so I ordered him a second one. And again, my dad is a very skinny person. He really, I make jokes about it all the time that, if he doesn't eat every 2 hours, he loses weight. Well, that's not a joke, everybody. It is actually real. He has a very high metabolism. All the boys in his family do. Okay. Joni, I got the shirts. Thank you so very much. I 1000% appreciate your shipment today. That meant the world to me. Well, I got it yesterday, but getting to see it meant so much to me. So thank you. Thank you so very much for pitching in on getting him what he needs. So does anybody have, I missed a star. Okay. There's a correlation between cults and abusive relationships. It's about fear, isolation, and absolute control. 1000%. 1000%. Because in Scientology, it's about fear. It's about keeping you away from other people. And it's about controlling what you think or what you feel or what you say. Because if you can suddenly be put in lower conditions for, saying something wrong, then you're scared to say anything. If you're not tone 40 all the way, everybody, where you have the best of intent, they can write you up. If you're talking to someone that's a junior than you can be written up. So just remember, please be aware of your surroundings. Please be aware of your family and your family's surroundings. Sandy, I don't want to gross you out, but I love toasted peanut butter liverwurst sandwiches. You know what? And just because I don't like it doesn't mean that I can't respect that someone else does. My mom loves this stuff. I don't. I personally don't want to eat it. Free Xenu Project. Nice to see you. Oh, goodness. It is a party up in here. We need to break out some dance music, everybody. The right stuff. So thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. I know there's only a few days left. If you can help, great. If you can't, I do understand. Thank you so very much for all the help with his presence, with being there for me. Again, it hasn't been that long since I found out my dad was alive. It's only been a couple months. So I'm doing the best that I can, everybody. But thank you so very much. I appreciate it. If you hear of a family member thinking about visiting a cult, please just give them a heads up. Be like, you know what? Hey, I love you. With what you're thinking about doing, there's a good chance that I may not ever be able to say that to you again. But just know I love you. Quick question, Liz. Always got questions. I'm not ending it right this second, everybody. But I just want to say, anybody that's got friends, family, please remember, let's see. Did you see Mike's video on mental terrorists? I did not. But I will go see it. Are you talking about, I'll have to go look at it. I think I might have, because it's, it's different. I try to watch all of Mike Render's movies. I try to watch all of Mike Render when he's talking, because it's literally like it gives you an avenue into that mindset, so that way you can get out of that mindset. Mike Ritter did one with Leah. That's right. I watched that one too. I love the hi Lilu, hi Mikey. It's the cutest thing ever. I wish you the best, Liz. Thank you so very much, Anita. Hold on, my phone just went off, and it's always so weird when it goes off during. Let's see. Let's see. I almost thought it was you, Lou, that hit me with that. So wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. But what time hold on. What time are you back, Liz? Are you asking if I'm going to do another live today? We'll definitely see. I would 1000% like to. I have to get my hair done. There's some things that we need to do around the house. Like I talk a lot of shit, everybody, about her sock drawer. In case anybody that's here is listening, I do. I talk a lot of crap about her sock drawer. I looked in my own sock drawer a couple of days ago, and I realized, you know what? I should not be talking shit about anybody's sock drawer. Because mine looks disgusting. So I definitely need to get my sock drawer under control. Okay. Liz, I'll get in touch with Amanda after Thanksgiving to hook you two up for chat. Always like meeting new people. Okay. Free Xenu Project, Marilyn. Cults and Crafts. And should I do her Venmo or GoFundMe? I don't use the GoFundMe anymore. I keep getting emails from them. I know it was supposed to be closed a couple months ago, but I don't do the GoFundMe anymore. It's still up and going because I don't know how to close it. I'll be realistic. I grew up in a cult, everybody. I don't know how to close it. But eventually it is something that I'm going to close, because when I first started doing this, that was a much easier way of getting down there. So that way everybody can see, but then they take a large amount, and then I'm going to have to pay taxes on what they send. So I then had to start putting aside money to cover the taxes on it, even though they take a percentage. Yeah, my dresser needs a definite makeover, because I've realized that, in finding out that my dad's alive, I've slacked on doing the dishes. I've slacked on doing the laundry, and I love doing laundry. I love, when everybody talks about their bad time with the white glove test, I still love white gloving. I still love going into a drawer and seeing that it's perfectly aligned and equal. And maybe that's the OCD in me, everybody, but I still love that. All right, so let's grab these questions. I think I got this. Marilyn, calls and crash. Oh, I did answer that one. Sorry about that, everybody. Next one, comment Liz. I have a whole drawer with right socks because the left ones are missing. I understand. My love doesn't have a whole drawer of missing socks, but she has at least a good handful, and that's squeezing them together, but she definitely has a good handful of socks that are not matched. So it's something that we definitely need to work on. I also need to organize a lot of my stuff. Like I've got these magazines. I got this magazine. I got this magazine. I got this letter, everybody. This letter. I've got so much mail to go over with you guys. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious, everybody. Just just ridiculous how much I have. And we also have to, I talked to Denver, everybody. For those of you that were at the questionnaire, I did talk to Denver. He is alive. He overslept. We're gonna have to figure out another way. I'll write down some more questions, and maybe we'll do another movie trivia today, just so that way we can keep that movie trivia going, because it's actually pretty fun when you guys all participate. I'm not gonna lie, it is so much fun knowing that I am not the only movie buff. If you guys have questions, email them to me. I love that. Like, I absolutely adore that. If it's a question I don't know, I will probably throw it into the questionnaires. So let me grab this next one. Sandra, my granddaughter is bisexual and afraid of family, afraid that they will disown her. She takes care of me, and I have loved her since the day since she was born. Here's the thing. If you have a gut feeling that that is what your family's going to do, then don't do it. Don't do it. Don't lose your family. Because I did not think, for some of my family, I did not think that was an option. I did not think they were going to say goodbye to me, because I really thought they loved me. But for some people, it's more important to say goodbye. So if you love her, then you love her enough. Being loved by one person is better than not being loved by any. I promise. Because not being loved by any family, it burns. It greatly burns when you drive by a neighborhood and you know that your family lives near there and they want nothing to do with you. Or they broke your heart and you're supposed to say, it's okay that you broke my heart. It's okay that you did this. It's okay that you threw me away like trash. I forgive you. No, you don't have to forgive. Okay. I do like caviar. I don't know who mentioned the caviar, but I do like some caviar. Not all caviar, because some caviar is really, but some of it is delicious. But yes, we're going to do a little bit of laundry day. We're going to try to catch up on a couple things. I'm going to try to get her to run to Target with me. We're going to do everything that we need to do. And, but yes, for those of you that have asked, I am towards the $1,000 goal that I set in the beginning. I'm literally in the very, very beginning. I'm at roughly about 30%. And I am working on it. So that way it'll cover the flights and all of that information. We have 4 days. I'm still hopeful. I've still got my fingers crossed that everything works out. Maybe I'll get like a bonus check or something saying Happy Thanksgiving from my work. Yeah, they're not going to do that. But you never know. But I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me vent about what other cults do. Thank you for being here to support my Pokemon, for being here to support me, for doing everything that you do. I appreciate each and every one of you. From the depths of my soul to the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm sure we will see each other again today. But remember, please be nice to everybody in the comments. Remember, we are all human. We all bleed the same color. Don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. Sometimes that's what they need to smile. And above all else, I will talk to you guys again soon. I hope you have a great Saturday, and until we meet again.